absolutely egregious overstepping of government. And
Right.
there was a legislative a representative speaking about isolation camps and the fact that the government has put out an RFP to build isolation camps all over Canada. He was
100%.
exposing that on the legislative floor, and they cut his mic.
Right. What does that tell you? It's scary.
Yes,
I mean, look at this. Into the Canada, you're not going to be able to enter the Canada unless you have proof of the vaccination.
that's right.
Australia's doing the same thing. These tracing
Yep,
apps. I watched
yep,
a video with nanotechnology with luciferase and these vaccinations. You got
yep.
5G technology that's going to be codependent upon that. You
Mhm.
got all this stuff that's coming out and it's being censored. And you sound like a crazy man when you start talking about this. But the
Right.
problem is, I don't care anymore. We're
I
talking
know,
about it,
I
and it's
know,
like,
I know. Go ahead and think I'm crazy at this point. If you're not up to speed, I
right.
can't wait for you.
Right, 100%, and it's scary, but the thing is, like, we have a war. We are at a war foot here. You know,
Mhm.
Dr. Merritt, thank God for her. She's here in
Amen.
Omaha.
Yeah.
She's here in town. She
I
reached out
did.
to me. I thought, and she called my office, and I had a note to call this doctor, and I was like, "Oh boy, what am I going to get myself into?" And I talked to her on the phone for an hour, and I got 4 words in the whole hour. And
She's the Navy doctor, right? Ex-Navy
yes,
doctor.
yes, and I'm just like,
Yes.
who in the world is this lady? I said, that lady's too much for me. And I and and then I hung up the phone and I got all this all these messages from her, like all this information, and I was like, oh my gosh, that lady's just too much, too much. And so then I kind of gave it a few days, and then I saw Dr. Mercola shared her speech. I was like, what? And so
Yes.
then I listened to her speech, and I'm just going. I sent her a text. Said, I have you've earned my respect, lady. I said,
Yeah.
we got to join forces. And here
Yeah.
she's in Omaha. I don't think it's a coincidence. And she was just down in the Capitol this few days ago at the front lines. And I shared the video of the frontline doctors, not even
And
realizing she's right there, frontline and center. And I'm just like, Dr. Merritt, you were frontline and center this whole time. I had no idea. I was like, I'm super
yeah.
proud of you. But I know that there's a shift going on here. These people in my lives and everything I'm speaking to you and getting this opportunity to speak, there is a shift. And I believe that this is the paradigm shift that you mentioned earlier, because we are at a crossroads, our country and our healthcare, everything.
Mhm.
And it's the doctors that are going to speak out, the doctors that have 100% integrity with science and true, they care about people and they care about health and they care about freedom. They're the ones that are going to speak out. We got the Great Barrington Declaration, thousands and
Yes.
thousands upon thousands of physicians that sign that. We got the Physicians
Yep.
for Informed Consent. We got other Berlin doctors, German doctors, the
Mhm.
UK docs speaking out,
Yep.
and it's like there's this movement. At
Mhm.
what point do we stop listening to these experts that are wrong and listen to the other experts in opposition to change this paradigm? To
That's right.
listen to them. Maybe these docs do have a point. Maybe these docs do make sense.
That's right.
Not, and understand that we are the docs with integrity.
Mhm.
We're not going to push this fear mongering onto the people, and fear is the disease, fear is
That's
the
right.
virus.
That's right.